Hey everybody, Uncle Drew here. I want to do this quick little intro to let you know, in this video you're going to see something went wrong in the kitchen tonight, and I wanted to send a message to everybody out there, all you home cooks and chefs and content creators. If something goes wrong, don't give up, push through, find a way, get it done. You'll be able to get better next time and do it all again around the 2-minute mark. You'll see what happened. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Boom! Hey everybody, welcome back. Uncle Drew's Kitchen. One thing you're gonna get to learn about me, Uncle Drew. In my kitchen, I do not like to waste food. So what have we got in store today? I've got some bananas. Almost looks like they're very ripe, possibly overripe. There is no way we are going to waste these bananas. Are they bad? Heck no. What are we gonna make heading into the weekend? It's gonna smell delicious. It's gonna be fresh, nice and warm to pair with your morning coffee. A fantastic banana walnut bread. So stay with me, let's get after it. You'll enjoy this recipe. Boom.
Notice here I've got 2 eggs in a bowl with warm water to bring them up to room temperature slowly. We're going to start out here by crushing some walnuts. You can lightly chop them or crush them. It's your choice. Once the walnuts are crushed, let's set them aside and move on to mashing our bananas. If the bananas are extremely ripe, mashing them will not take long at all. I like to have a little bit of chunkiness left in the bananas so I can add that into our mixture. Now let's go ahead and set the bananas aside and move on to our dry mixtures.
Well everybody, Uncle Drew's Kitchen had a technical malfunction tonight. What that means is I forgot to hit record while I was doing everything. And being a one-person show in Uncle Drew's Kitchen, that means I've got our banana walnut bread all ready to go in the oven, and I only have bananas mashed to show you.
Let's just be sure to mix everything well before putting it into the pan.
So as a quick recap, you would have started out with your buttermilk, warm it up a little bit first. That's really important. You would have had your butter, about 2/3 of a cup, unsalted, but again, you've got to soften that up. What you may have noticed earlier on is I had a couple of large eggs in a bowl of warm water to get those up to room temperature as quickly as possible. I would have then added a little bit of my vanilla extract, all inside this fancy bowl here, which you can see, and I would have whisked everything up. Once I finished whisking everything up, I had my granulated sugar, and I even wanted to show you that we didn't use it all tonight. I had about 1 1/3 cup in there. I think it's a little bit too much. It is a fairly decent size banana walnut bread, but I didn't want to use all of that. From there, we would have been using our baking powder and baking soda, about a 1/2 teaspoon of each. Then we would have moved on to our flour. Our flour, I had about 2 1/2 cups of flour in there. And from there, I even had our walnuts chopped, diced, smashed. Those are now empty. They're inside that pan. I busted out the salt. I was gonna use my great line, just a pinch, not a punch. Did I say pinch or punch? Anyway, pinch of salt is in there too. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead, set this in the oven. We're gonna let it bake. Come back in a couple of hours. What a... Could you not hit record? No. It's finishing the mixing process in there. I've mixed it by hand, but inside this fantastic bread maker, this is going to finish mixing and then it is going to bake. So we'll come back in 2 hours and 7 minutes. Look. I'm so upset about not hitting record when I was making the banana walnut bread. Now it's in the oven, it's baking. So upset I'm eating Doritos. I can't believe I didn't hit the record button. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The final bake, approximately 8 minutes left. It is looking good and it smells absolutely delicious. Banana walnut bread. Let's take a look. Our time's at 0. Ooh, banana walnut bread. Look at that guy. Let's take that out and get him on a cooling rack. I'm going to get this out on a cooling rack. Let's pull that out. Close that guy back up. I'll tell you what, if you don't have a convection bread maker, these are fantastic, and you can do so many things in there. So I'm just gonna gently turn this guy over. Okay, and I'm gonna give him a little tap. It should not be sticking at all. Oh, it's looking, look at that guy. I'm gonna turn him over so you guys can see at home. Feels so thick and dense. Take a look at what we've got. Can you see that? This smells out of this world. So the reason I'm baking this tonight is because last weekend I was supposed to wake up at about 4 a.m. and put a pumpkin spice bread together, and Uncle Drew overslept. So not gonna happen this time. This is gonna be ready, fresh for the morning coffee. You can have some fresh banana walnut bread. I would say if you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Unfortunately, if you've made it this far, the only thing you've seen are walnuts getting crushed, bananas getting mushed, Uncle Drew a little upset, and now a banana bread that is done. Nonetheless, moment of truth, our banana walnut bread cooled down a little bit. Got my trusty glass of milk. We're gonna see if we can salvage the night of the technical difficulties. Let's get in this. Let's do a nice, this is the end piece. The end pieces are always really nice, but let's take a look at the inside, how this guy looks. See if we can get right down to the bottom. Oh, look at that, it's steaming. You can see the walnuts. Check that out. Look at that, the steam coming out of there. Looks delicious. It smells incredible. This is gonna go really well over the weekend with coffee. I'm gonna have to wrap it up unless I finish eating it all tonight. Let's give this guy a taste. I'm gonna go on this side so I can get everything I want.